season's greetings and Merry Christmas to everyone joining us here at 2K Sports. It's time for a special presentation of the NBA on Christmas Day. Brian Anderson with you, Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill joining us tonight, along with the fourth member of our team, Allie LaForce. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Keldon Johnson.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
And a look at the starters for the Spurs. Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. Then it's Harrison Barnes. Then there's Chris Paul. And it's Champagnie at the shooting guard position. And for the Knicks, they've got Karl Anthony Towns. Mikal Bridges is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's OG Anunoby, and it's Hart in at the power forward. Well, Grant, there's a lot to love about Christmas Day, not the least of which are the great NBA matchups we always get.
Oh, B.A., we've seen some Christmas classics over the years, haven't we? Something about playing on this holiday brings out the best in players and teams.
Here's Champagnie, outside Barnes, down low, and he jams it home with authority.
A little raw skill-wise, but Sohan has that rare physical traits and a tremendous upside.
Bridges down low. He's been an offensive weapon for them, scoring around 17.5 points a game.
They take it right to the defense. Not a bad way to start this game.
Sohan outside. Here's Champagnie. He's guarded by Bridges. Champagnie, that's good.
Yeah, attack mode from the start. Exactly what you want coming into this game.
Get it to the right guy, get a high percentage look, and that's the kind of game they want to play tonight.
Now here's Bridges. He came away with 14 points in his last game.
That's working his way onto the interior. Mikal Bridges, very opportunistic.
And Mikal Bridges, still one of the better wing defenders in the league, Grant.
Yeah, he's so great at pestering a shooter. Good lateral movement and wingspan makes him hard to get around. He might not be the best in the league, but he is well above average.
Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
Back to Brunson. Towns is screen on Paul. Here's Brunson. Hauled in by Paul.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Three from Barnes. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Now here's Hart. Defense right on him. From the low block. And good, as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Victor Wembanyama is looking to make the Spurs a contender. He said, "My hunger is bigger than ever to win and compete. I can get so much better, and this is what I'm trying to do every game, every week, and every month. There's no need to be frustrated. I keep my long-term goals in mind."
Passion and patience. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. New York shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line on this one.
2 shots. Shoot 2.
And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now.
When Towns is healthy, he is an absolute force on the offensive end of the floor.
McBride, he's checked in for Jalen Brunson. Castle's checked in for San Antonio. Both shots good from the stripe.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. They're coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
It's a fine line between playing with urgency and being out of control. And they cross that line.
You have got to be a low-mistake team in today's NBA because once those turnovers start piling up, you're giving your opponent too many extra looks.
Here's a look at some stats for Mikal Bridges.
Effective field goal percentage is a great way to measure his performance over the previous 10 games. It's been much improved, a sign that his game has been evolving.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Castle. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. You know, Grant, you talk to scouts about Stephon Castle. They just feel like this guy's a winner.
Well, certainly we saw that at Connecticut. Now, as a freshman, he was a key piece in their title run. He actually turned up his game in the tournament, and that's rare for any freshman.
First one falls for him. And some changes here for New York. Achua's checked in for Hart. Ryan comes in for Anunoby. And Payne is subbed in for Bridges. So he gets them both. We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Towns. Back to Payne. Launches a three. Offensive board.
Yeah, you love to see Towns mix it up a little bit. Gets his team a bucket on the second chance.
San Antonio trailing here. Outside Paul. And here's Johnson. Here's Castle. McBride covers. Collins with a screen on Payne. And there's the lob. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. To the inside. Achua passes to McBride. Outside Payne. Back to McBride. Over Castle. McBride can't get it to go.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
And here's Collins for three. And it goes! He gets it! Wow!
I love to see when those shots go in. What a huge shot to beat the buzzer. My goodness.
Well, that's the perfect end to the quarter for them. You have no idea how much of an effect those buzzer beaters can have on a team's momentum.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. San Antonio on top. They're up by 1. And we'll be back right after this. And welcome back, one and all, for more NBA Christmas Day action. What do you guys think about San Antonio here in this one?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
All right, Doris, you look at the criteria for traveling in the NBA. You think it's called often enough?
You know, B.A., I'm not sure the answer to that. It's amazing to me the speed with which these officials have to make the calls. Sometimes you go back and watch it, what looks like a travel is not, or what's not called a travel is. This is actually a harder issue than people think.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. At forward, we'll see Vassell slot in next to Barnes. Trey Jones is out there with Castle, and it's Collins in at the 5. They get it back. It's Barnes on the wing. Boy, he just disappeared against Philadelphia. They needed him. Clock at 4. Here's Castle. And it's New York with a rebound. They put up a nice win against Toronto last time out.
And you know they had a great plan going into that one. And then made the right adjustments along the way.
I thought their game plan was really spot on, and we saw that in their scoring more than anything else.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Brian, there's a lot of room for growth for the Spurs, even with their rising star, Victor Wembanyama, who said, I know it's not going to be easy. It's going to take some time before we contend for a title. I'm ready for anything and ready to sacrifice. I'm patient, but I'm not wasting time. Brian, plenty of motivation.
Chasing greatness is what they're doing, Allie. And it's the Knicks with the ball. San Antonio getting their last shot to go. Outside Achua. Pass to Sims. Toppin outside. Jones against Brunson. The hard work that Brunson has put in over the years, it really shows in his game, Doris.
I'll say this about Jalen Brunson. As his coach likes to say, he may not pass the eye test, but he passes the win test. Unbelievable footwork, fundamentals, and a clutch gene. Love Jalen Brunson's game.
The first one falls.
Now, Jalen Brunson plays bigger than his size. He's aggressive. He's going to go right at defenders. He doesn't care if you're bigger than he is. He will keep coming at you.
Josh Hart's checked in for New York. Bridges comes in for Toppin. Victor Wembanyama's checked in for San Antonio. Sohan comes in for Barnes. Both free throws good from Brunson.
Now, Jalen Brunson approaches the point guard position as a scorer, and boy, this guy can light you up.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. You look at San Antonio. Right now, they're in 9th place. Definitely not the kind of success they envisioned at this point of the season.
Checking out San Antonio, they failed to deliver the great season people were hoping for, but it's far from hopeless. Plenty of time to turn things around for them.
It's an amazing thing. If you can get a couple of wins, generate some momentum, you've got to believe they'll be just fine.
Now here's Wembanyama. 26 points for him last game against Philadelphia.
And his defense really set the tone. Seemed like he impacted almost every shot that came his way, blocking many.
And the basket is good.
Yeah, the control from Wemby. I mean, this guy is unreal.
Jones against Brunson. To the paint. Here's Hart. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Brunson passes to Sims. And here's McBride. Pass to Brunson. Here's Sims. Outside Hart. Now Bridges. For 3. The shot, no good.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
And as it goes out of bounds, San Antonio will keep possession. And some rookies here that have wasted no time making their defense stand out. Victor Wembanyama, number 1.
Most rookies who block a lot of shots also have a hard time staying on the floor. He's been disciplined and he's been good.
For the Knicks, Karl Anthony Towns is checked in for Sims. OG Anunoby comes in for McBride. And Payne is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Outside Paul. Pass to Champagny. Now Sohan, defended by Payne. Spurs need to get one up here. From deep, Wembanyama connects from downtown. Wembanyama's got 7 points.
When Wembanyama goes up, he can be so quick. I mean, the rookie looking fairly assertive.
Payne finds Towns. Shot to stop the run. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. It's stolen by Hart. And here we go, the Knicks in transition. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Well, Mikal Bridges saying, don't sleep on my athleticism, some big-time hops.
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. The Spurs have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Paul against Payne. Outside Paul. Now here's Wembanyama. Over Towns. Oh, too easy for Wemby. Nice finish.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's the Spurs. They're up by 3. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Coach Greg Popovich. And, Coach, a hot start for you shooting the ball, but in what areas could you improve as a team?
Well, that's all we're seeing. Neither team's playing any D. It's like an offensive extravaganza, and nobody wants to guard anybody.
Well, I'm sure you can inspire them to play better D in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
We've talked about it in the past, going on the road removes the distractions of home. And it can bring you guys closer together if it's the right group.
Yeah, but you still have people you barely know asking you to comp tickets. Oh, I hate the road.
Now let's change gears back to the New York Knicks, who find themselves in a tightly contested ball game.
I've seen more stops in All-Star games. What do they call it, guys? Oh, yeah, Matador defense. They're just letting scorers go by.
Ole, ole, ole. And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. You know, Victor Wembanyama has been exceptional here, guys.
I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Now Brunson. Josh Hart is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Anunoby in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 for New York right now. Now here's Barnes. 3-point lead. Here's Champagnie. Outside Paul. From 12 feet. Wembanyama, no good. And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the Knicks. It'll be the start of a 3-game trip on the road. Good.
Oh, you love to see Bridges initiate the action, creates for himself. Nice.
Sohan outside. Pass to Wembanyama. Fires from deep. Hart pulls it in. And the Knicks shooting a solid 53% from the floor. Now here's Towns. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Sohan outside. Here's Champagnie. They set the pick. Barnes in the post. Anunoby covering.
Well, that's called exhibiting power and quickness in the painted area. Barnes does a really good job drawing contact there.
San Antonio shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he drops the first. Both free throws good from Barnes. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Outside Anunoby. Back to Brunson. No good on the shot.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
Inside, here's Wembanyama. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds now.
Boy, that makes him 0 for 3 to start the second half. Not the start you were hoping for here.
There's just no reason to give him inside position.
Coaches call that doing your work early. If you are there defensively, it really does not allow for him to establish that kind of excellent positioning down low.
Wembanyama. Sohan, left side. Wembanyama, screen on Brunson. Here's a 3 from Paul. Knocks down the long J.
Well, Chris Paul by nature wants to pass the ball, but if you leave him open, he understands he's got to make those shots.
Outside Hart, pass to Bridges. Anunoby for 3. He buries it from 3. Anunoby's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And Greg Popovich has called timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
San Antonio. Get loud, fans. On the court is your squad. It's time for t-shirts.
Knicks making a change here. McBride's checked in. And a quick check-in with the leaderboard. Here are the NBA's top rebounders. Number 1, Karl Anthony Towns.
And the way he's rebounded the ball this season has been special. His teammates really appreciate his hard work and physicality on the glass.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Brunson against Paul. Collins outside. San Antonio again missing. The Knicks have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. It's Hart on the wing. Sohan covering. Hart passes to Bridges. Outside McBride. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Brunson. Towns finds Brunson. Brunson with the finish inside.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Brunson against Paul. Collins outside. Collins a screen. To the middle. And then it's Collins with the dunk. 6 lead changes in a game that has a lot of character.
Yeah, both sides stepping up and making big plays.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Brunson against Paul. Now here's Brunson. Not a lot of room. The 3. The long-range missile from Brunson. With 1 on the clock. And no good. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. New York out in front, up 2. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
We've reached the 4th quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. So on the floor for San Antonio. Johnson is out there with Devin Vassell. Then there's Zach Collins. Then it's Trey Jones. And it's Castle in at the 2. Vassell can't get it to go. The Knicks with the lead. And here's Brunson. Outside McBride. Lets the 3 fly. And again, New York with the triple.
And that's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Brunson against Jones. Pass to Collins. And here's Vassell. Back to Collins. Here's Castle. Shot clock at 3. Shots blocked. 4th quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Here's Achua. Yep, that one goes. And it's a 7-point New York lead.
Just tremendous concentration by Precious Achua. You can't play defense any better. That's just great offense.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now.
All right, fans, it's dance stand time. Get ready to dance like everyone's watching. Let's see what you got. Sit down.
both teams making some changes here. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over the last break, I got a chance to hear what Greg Popovich was telling his team. He isn't liking what he's seeing out there on the perimeter, saying to his guys, defensively, we're too lax, and they're getting any three they want. And offensively, the ball movement, it isn't crisp, which is why we're not getting many opportunities from outside. I want to see improvement on both ends.
And Allie, thanks. Now here's Paul. Down low. Here's Wembanyama. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time.
This continues to be a battle. The lead is within reach.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
Here's Bridges. Into the lane. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Yeah, that's the length and speed. Boy, Mikal Bridges gets to the rim in a hurry.
Paul passes to Wembanyama. Sohan outside. Back to Wembanyama. 4 on the clock. There's a minute 59 left to play in the fourth. And some solid defense from Towns. Here's Bridges. Rebounded by the Spurs. Here's Champagnie. Pass to Paul. Tipped. It's stolen by Hart. He goes up. Second chance shot. Can't hit from in close. Spurs trail by 7. It's Barnes on the wing. Anunoby covering from deep. San Antonio again can't hit. New York has gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. Outside Brunson. Towns a screen on Paul. Here's Brunson outside. The shot won't fall.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Kicks it out to Barnes. Pass to Paul. Wembanyama, screen on Brunson. Here's a 3 from Paul. Cash. And now they trail by just 4.
If anything, you know you can count on Chris Paul to deliver in the clutch. He is so competitive, so tough.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. And we have to take another look at that block.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
Brunson is doubled, pass to Towns, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Brunson.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Wembanyama, covered by Towns.
Yeah, this young man is pretty steady at the line. Wembanyama can get this done.
Good on the first. And that narrows the lead down to just 3. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
And by missing that free throw, now a 3 could even the score. Not ideal.
He connects!
That is big-time composure from Mikal Bridges. Backs against the wall. Got to have a bucket, and he delivers.
Paul against Brunson. Paul can't get it to go. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Chris Paul, second personal foul. Second team foul.
So the first one drops, and that increases the lead to 6.
Line, 2 shots.
And so both free throws good, and it's a 7-point game.
Well, just knocking them down from the charity stripe, extending the lead. Simple basketball.
Here's Champagnie. San Antonio again can't hit. And so it's New York winning this one. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Yeah, get the coffee, because that's the way to close. You're going to face some obstacles in the game, but they overcame every one.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. So long, everyone.